The bros are back, and we are here. The All-Star Superman and JP the Hulk, bringing you our spoiler reaction. Big spoiler warning. Big spoiler warning. If you haven't watched it yet, pause. Go watch the movie. Unpause. Now we can talk. The Thunderbolts, aka
The new
Avengers.
Avengers. Now, it's funny. At the end of the movie, they were talking about, well, on the credits, they were showing that like no one liked that they're like my Avengers, new Avengers, or whatever. I'm in agreement. I don't want them as they can be part of the Avengers, like the team that Sam Wilson is gonna create. Side note, I feel like this last Captain America movie should have been him assembling an Avengers team. I think that would have proven more that he is a Captain America. He's not Steve Rogers, obviously, but he's a Captain America. So that was just a side note. But um, I don't know who decided they were the new Avengers, but I don't mind them being part of the Avengers. That maybe Sam Wilson. I mean, whoever puts them together, like definitely it should not be. Her name's Valentina. Definitely shouldn't be her putting the team together. I mean, even Thunderbolt Ross, like he didn't put a team together. Like, so this is. I think this could go on a tangent. We should do a video on this because this might be a long conversation for me. But the question would be, who decides and puts together an Avengers team? Who does that? Because I'm just gonna say Valentina, definitely not. You don't want her doing nothing. Um, so I think we should stop there. We should kind of get back on track because
Yeah.
that's a whole other conversation that we can leave for another.
But we wanted to
We
start with a
wanna
bang.
We want to focus on this movie, but that's a great conversation for like another time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what I need to get back on track, focus. What was the original thing?
So we're just talking about the movie, you know. Let's just talk about the movie for a second. I thought it was full of heart.
I agree with Anna.
I think the movie had was funny, surprisingly appropriately, and not in the sense of like there was anything per se inappropriate, but like it was appropriately funny, meaning that everything worked within the story. Like it was all funny. Like it was natural,
Yeah, yeah.
very natural. Um,
Um,
I actually cared about these. So that's an important thing for me because most of the characters, like I don't care about, but this movie made me care about them. You know, I've been a big fan of Yelena. I've been a big fan of Bucky. This made me like Red Guardian because you guys know our feelings about What If. We're not big fans of the season three of What
but
If,
we've always loved Red Guardian.
but we've always loved Red Guardian. So. I forget her name. Did they call her Maria? The phase woman.
Let's check real quick.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. We should know this by memory, but we don't.
Okay, her name is Ava.
Ava, not Maria. Ava.
Yeah.
Like all these characters had a contribution except for Taskmaster. They were like, but
They took her out so quickly in the movie. She just like died. I don't know what happened there. She might get mad.
hmm. This movie actually made me care for John Walker because if you guys go way back in time when we reviewed The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you guys know how much we did not like U.S. Agent. But in this movie, I think he's likable.
Yeah, he's always so this is a family channel. He is you do like the bleep sound. He is an a-hole. I'm not gonna say the real thing on camera, but it's funny because in the movie they kind of they touch on that. They're like Bob, born character in the movie. I really felt for him. And I really seriously thought that he was like gonna go like super bad. But someone that powerful, this is a side note, sorry. Anyhow, Bob,
Love Bob.
he's great. He pointed out that John Walker is an a-hole. And it's true.
It's just
There's
this
a reason
character.
why he's not. I think something great about this movie is they touched on why Steve Rogers, when you give someone power like that super serum, what are they going to be? What are they going to become more of? And I wish I had the name of the German scientist's name, but he was so right. He like knew. It's like if we're gonna create a super soldier, this person, b- and honestly, there's a lot of haters out there. They'll think about Watchmen and The Boys. This is what really like The Boys and Watchmen are great works of creative work that really does shine the light on bad human traits. And so I just think yes that I mean I'll accept Deadpool every day, but he has morals too. But I think I think that's something that this movie did good was really try and explain why Steve Rogers was Captain America, why he's probably the greatest. I mean, Sam Wilson, I'm sorry, but you're not Steve Rogers, but you can be a leader. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there
Yeah, you
because
need to
sorry,
stop there. You're hitting on Sam Wilson. That's not accepted, but it's okay. It's okay. But there was a lot of references. JP talks about good stuff. They touched on it in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, what does power make you more of?
hmm
And that's
Yeah,
what Bob has to really understand, because he doesn't have it under control, whether he
that's the
is the
sad thing.
Sentry or the
We need to
Void.
talk about that. I
Yeah,
actually wanted to talk about that about Sentry.
yeah.
Sentry is a very, very powerful character, and at the end of the movie, this spoiler.
Spoilers, spoilers, more spoilers.
He says if he re so he remembers
At this point, it's been
at
what, 13,
14
14 months?
months. Yeah, so at spoiler alert, 14 months later, supposedly when this movie came out, um Bob can remember what happened, but if he wants to become Sentry again, he has to be the Void. Yeah, and we need that's another video to kind of dive into that. I'm like, why can you remember, but why can't you control it? So I thought that was really interesting. So there's a kill switch that didn't work. For a second, he just went like this, and then like this blackness. Okay, did the blackness come from him or to him?
Both.
I need to remember that scene. Um, sorry. Bard is Google is listening to us AI. There's a technology you can't control. I'm telling you, people, ChatGPT and Grok, they're just a little taste of what they made. Much worse.
The company that Valentina works for, that's what they made. It's in the
No,
secret files that's going to be incinerated.
sure. Okay, let's get back. Focus.
See, I love
Focus.
I think it's great that they had Sentry and going back to the heart, each of these characters bring heart, bring their own story, bring their own problems, and it brings them together in a very unique way. I think that is another thing that I liked about this movie is we haven't had a team up film, real team up, not tag team duo like our Deadpool and our Wolverine, but like full on team up since Avengers Endgame. And I could be
Hmm.
wrong,
Hmm.
but there has been no team up. Marvel team up is important to me. War my peoples. So the way that they were able to put this ragtag group together was is what I think also brought this movie alive. This
Yeah.
film. This was a good film. Now, JP made a comment in our out of the theater reaction that it doesn't feel like a Marvel film, and there's a lot of reasons for that. It's a little bit of a darker tone, cinematography is a little bit different. They stood by themselves in the sense of this stood apart. It could stand by itself as a story, as a
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not that we're sharing our personal scores, but I think it does rank higher than a six. Like Adma was saying, it's like outside of Marvel, it's a pretty good film. It's a great story. I did want to say too that I agree with you that the how they came together is also what made the movie really good too, because like I was saying, like there's a lot of heart and there's a lot of reasons why they would come together. So yeah, go back. Sorry.
No, I think it's great. I think what my favorite moment of I love it when writing, music, and entertainment come together. So my favorite scene in this entire, one of my favorite scenes, but probably my favorite scene in this entire film was this, I don't know the terms really well when it comes to battle, but this entourage of tanks are following the Red Guardian
Ah,
limousine and they're trying to run away from it. And all of a sudden, the cars are flopping over and they don't know what's going on. And then the music at the right moment and the fog dissipates and it's the Winter
it's
Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Yeah,
Music right on cue, writing right on cue. That is how you make an entrance. I love it when they do entrances, and I love seeing Bucky. For me, that was just awesome. I like those type of things. They get me hyped.
yes,
Really
sir.
hyped. What was your favorite scene, or one of your favorite scenes?
Hmm. Give me some time. Let me try and remember. I think it wasn't a lot of scenes like that. Like that is a great scene when when you finally see, because Congressman Bucky, it doesn't fit him, but it does fit him when he's doing Winter Soldier stuff. So like yeah, that was a great scene. But like I think like what I'm just remembering more is on the subject of heart. It's like at the end of the movie, the Void tries to convince Bob that you'll always be alone. And I feel like it's kind of in real life. We have that voice in our head that's telling us something, and then we shouldn't like believe in it. And so I love the scene where Yelena especially like first like embraces him, and she's like, I'm here, you're not alone. So that whole scene of everybody then like helping him, like showing him that we care about you, we're here with you, and like helping him stop going too far to the edge. Um, that's just the scene that comes to my head right now as one of my favorites. But like, I guess uh, I guess when Sentry is demonstrating his powers. Side note, at the end of that scene when they try and fight Sentry, they all like run like little kids, like they're so scared to get like in the elevator and stuff. Um, but back on the Sentry subject. So like they try to kill him, but like what if you like switch that button off and on? Like kill mode is on, so switch it off. Wouldn't he just revert back to him? I don't know. So it's side tangent, but I did like that part where Sentry demonstrates his powers. He almost seemed like this is a bad example, but he seems like a deranged Superman that just got his powers like when he was a little older, not when he was like younger and he could learn. See, that's another subject. Why is Superman the way he is? I mean, you think about it, he comes as a baby. Really, there are different iterations where he's like you know, elementary school already or whatever, but he's a baby and he was reared by very good people, Martha and what's his dad name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. And he's this good person until like all this powers and this I'm not gonna go there, but
Well, the hard part with Sentry is Sentry, and you can say it. He's essentially Marvel's Superman, or closely to it. And at least how they depicted it very maturely in the Thunderbolts. He's always tried to be good and always tried to be better, but the Void tries to tell him that the consequences are greater than what you ever think they're going to be.
and he also was saying to him like you think you're a hero.
Right? The negative voice, the
The
negative side
negatives, yeah.
of that sort of thing. But the Bob was great. I know that they took a while trying to cast him, but the actor that they chose did a great job. I liked how they like to focus on his eyes a lot in the cinematography. That was essential to his character. Um, I think it's time for our cinema score. We need to give it a cinema score.
All right. Well, story and plot. I'm gonna give it I mean, I don't know who out there is gonna agree with us, but whatever. I think the story is pretty on point, like it's an 8.5 or 9.
I like 8.5.
8.5.
I like 8.5.
Villain. It's really Valentina, huh?
Do we give her a good score because she was a good villain, or are we giving her like a bad score because she's a bad villain?
I don't like her, but we're giving a score on how
Good of a villain she is.
villain she
How
is.
villainy?
Yes, how villainous and
8.5.
8.5. Really?
Well, 7.5. 7.
Okay.
What do you think? Are you disagree?
Um, I don't, the thing is, one of my criteria for making a villain 10 out of 10 is like, are they threatening? And she's not. Okay, there's no film, even TV show with her. Um, what was the one with Agent Walker?
Falcon and the Winter
Yeah,
Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was when she was first introduced, right?
She's been in other projects.
Okay, well, so that's the thing. One of my biggest things in like giving her a high rating is like, is she threatening? It's like, because, okay, so you like think about Thanos. Think about Thanos. He's very threatening. You don't want to mess with him. I mean, he snapped,
Well,
boom.
she was kind of like Robert Redford's character in The Winter Soldier.
Still not threatening. What was our rating? I don't think we were doing this when Falcon, I mean when what was that one movie called?
Captain America, The Winter Soldier.
Captain America Winter Soldier. Um I don't we were rating that movie. Okay,
So
don't
is
get me wrong, that movie is amazing. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. But if we were giving a cinema score and rating him, Robert Redford, he's not that.
So
threatening.
is Thunderbolt Ross threatening?
Now he is because
So
Red Hulk.
before we didn't like him
No, no, no.
because he was
But
villainy,
but but threatening is not a criteria to like. I just don't like her.
right? But the villain was good for our standards of a good movie.
Yes, I mean Red Hulk is a great villain.
So it's seven or six.
What did we give? What did we give?
I'm asking you, what do you want to give her?
We gave the villain a 6. See? Because oh well, in that movie, he wasn't really the villain. It was the leader. So
Leader.
this is focus. Okay.
So let's
If
give.
we gave the leader a 6.
I'd give her a seven. I liked her more than the leader in the sense of more villainy.
No, he leader poses more of a bigger threat than her because he can like calculate probabilities and he can see sort of in the future.
But I didn't find him very threatening. Or the I hate you.
I don't know why we're fighting on this.
I think we
But
have
we
too much.
agreed, we agreed with leader. He was a
Then
6.
let's give Valentina a six.
Yeah.
I don't think she was
He's
a bad villain, and we wouldn't consider the Void a villain. We consider him part of the overall grid
I
story.
mean, okay, here's another thing. If if they're the new Avengers, is she a Avenger level threat? No. The leader maybe, maybe. I mean, I don't know. He's like locked up. I don't know. I guess he didn't. Did he say he didn't see it coming? That's so ironic. Is that a right way to say it? Because he could see the future. He couldn't see Sam Wilson doing
I'm
something.
surprised. I don't get surprised very much.
So funny. Oh, okay. Valentina, I don't like I
So
don't like her.
Baron Strucker in
Who
Age of Ultron is an Avengers level threat.
who Baron? Zemo?
No, not Zemo. Baron Strucker, the guy with the little eyeglasses and the little castle
No,
protecting
he's
him.
not a good villain. No, 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 but in that movie it was Ultron.
Right. So he wasn't very villainy, so we'd give him a lower score. And we didn't hate you.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on. Flow. Pretty good.
Nine.
Pretty good.
Nine. Good flow. Very good flow.
Acting was pretty good, I
Yeah.
think. Let's give it a 8.
Let's go an eight.
The hero. Heroes.
Heroes. 10.
10.
Great job,
Yes.
everybody. Everybody contributed. Bob is clapping for everybody, so we'll clap with Bob.
Okay, 8.5 plus 6 plus 9, plus 8 plus 10. 41.5 divided by 50. It's an 83.
B
Yes,
plus cinema score or B. B range. Very good movie.
I think I think definitely that movie. I mean, we could argue we could argue more if it's closer to the 90s
We could.
or high
High
80s.
80s, yes.
That's how I feel about the movie. I mean, it's a good movie. It's not it's not bad at all. I mean, like, what was the last Marvel movie that we
Brave New World.
right? And then before that, what was it?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Before that?
The Marvels.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Um, this is better. A better project that Marvel has done for sure.
Can you answer the question, is Marvel back?
Is Marvel back? What a question. Be another video. I mean, definitely this movie I think does show because like Deadpool and Wolverine was just like it's not part of anything. It's kind of a solo thing and it's amazing. Um Would I say Marvel's back with the Brave New World? No. But Thunderbolts, I think definitely is a project that warrants the idea that yes, there may be back. Yeah. But I'm not gonna say 100% they are. I just think this movie's we're going in the right
We're we're
direction,
we're
Marvel.
we're trending in the right direction.
Yes. Yeah. We're trending in the right direction.
Now, to JP's comment about the new Avengers, I would agree that I would want him to be a part of the collective whole as the Avengers.
Yeah.
But do you know who Sam Wilson is putting together?
No, who? Tell
Yeah,
me.
no, I'm just saying, you know who's out there, right? So if Yelena has Bucky, which Bucky is an Avenger, don't know what's the confusion there. He's an Avenger. Red Guardian, U.S. Agent Ava, and Bob.
Well,
Okay, it's a solid team. But you got Captain America, Sam Wilson. You got Wong. You got the Hulk. He's probably going to get the Captain Marvel in there somewhere. You have Shang-Chi. You have the people that everybody forgot about, the web-headed wall crawler of awesome, amazing Spider-Man. I've already named six.
that's a better team.
And I haven't even mentioned the guy that doesn't ever get to show up, which is my guy, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, see, there's just a good
And there's
set.
and there's Thor. Remember all the chairs?
Yeah.
Thor?
I mean, if you go back, like Bucky, um, Vision, Wanda, Sam Wilson, they were kind of like they're part of the Avengers team, but they're not like the main guys, the main gals too. Um, but I mean, if you think about what was assembled in Endgame, I mean
It's the Avengers.
that's the whole Avengers team. Ant-Man is out there still.
He's out there. Of course he's gonna go get what does he call him? Oh, we should know
The
this.
bug guy? No, no, the ant guy. What? Who?
Sam Wilson had Tic Tac.
Tic Tac.
Tic Tac.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Of course he's gonna call up Tic Tac. Hey, Tic Tac.
Um, there's yeah, 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 yeah. So
I was really hoping that the Avengers would show up.
yeah, I was because that's the other thing. I thought they were really gonna have to fight Sentry. I'm like, who are they gonna call in?
Thor
Who are
comes.
they gonna call in?
Dun, 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 dun.
But they didn't. But see, that was my second. Those were my second thoughts. I'm like, they're not gonna be able to. If this movie is just about the Thunderbolts, they're not gonna beat Sentry with a fist fight.
Mhm.
I mean,
I mean, all of them are. They all have a slot in the movie, so
but Bob had to beat his own self. Yeah. So Bob, you were great. I mean, your real name is Robert, but
Robert, Robert, Op, Sentry,
um,
Bucky, Red Guardian.
he's so funny. I'm so glad he's in these movies
Avengers with a Z.
with the Z.
Z. Got some Wheaties. I'm on the cereal box.
They chose a really good person for that. I mean, I don't think he was like that in the comics, but
I would say that at a very least, it does have the A-OK Brohood Productions. Go watch this
yes,
movie.
go watch it. I had low expectations for this film. I've also been doing the thing where I just watch one trailer and I go see the movie.
Mhm.
But I did have low expectations. I mean, like I had low expectations for Brave New World, and
They were
they were
met.
still they were still pretty low. I mean, the movie was still pretty low. I mean, that movie definitely I mean, like I told Alma, it was just nice to have a
It was
Marvel
nice to
movie.
have a nice,
It's just nice to
but it
have
was
it.
even nice to have had fun at a movie that we haven't had fun with in a very long time.
Yeah, yeah. Overall, it's a great movie.
Great, great
Um,
movie. I'm leaning between seven, 7.5 out of 10.
yeah, I'm leaning between 7 and 8 too. I mean, I mean, the cinema scores. I mean, I guess I'd give it an 8. For me, I'd give it an 8. Yeah.
I thought it was great. You know, as you guys know, for me, you get a 7 or an 8, you did great.
What did we give? See here, we gave Captain America a 66. Did
Yeah,
I did I even rate it on
it's not a passing score.
let's see, what did I give Brave New World? I didn't even rate it. I was just
You
like, I just
you
can't rate
forgot.
it.
You
I can't
forgot.
rate it, but
He was also traveling during that time, so he kind of forgot.
this movie is already doing better. I mean, the fans on IMDb, 102,000 of them, 5.8 for Brave New World. But
So far,
so far, but for Thunderbolts, it's already a 7.8. Yeah, I think people are liking
mm,
this movie. I mean, what was the audience? This audience did try to clap.
it was
Most
quiet.
people
It was
clapped.
quiet.
A lot of people laughed. A lot of people found the movie amusing. Um, there was a lot of people, out of the theater, like in their groups and talking about the film and their thoughts on it.
Which is important.
So
Important.
those good signs. Marvel, good job.
Marvel, good job, Kevin.
I still believe in you, but good job.
There's a reason why his alias is JP the Hulk. So
We need World War Hulk. We need a savage, aggressive, freaking world destroyer
it's
Hulk.
happening in Secret Wars. This is totally happening. Whatever this Renaissance concept art is, something's gonna happen and the Hulk is gonna go berserk in Battle World. Can you imagine if Doctor Doom has him like in like a dungeon where he's like a beast and he sends people to fight him?
I can imagine that.
Hmm.
I can imagine that.
Kevin. Hmm. Can you imagine if like they're all fighting and they're like trying to hide from Doctor Doom in Secret Wars and there's a ship and then something like jumps out of the air and lands and it's all green and there's gamma radiation.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. I can
He's getting
imagine.
excited.
Just it's what everybody wants. No one no need no Professor Hulk. Even Maestro Hulk.
We don't need Maestro. See, Maestro is I hate you. Villainy.
And threatening.
I just don't like it.
Okay.
That's an aspect of villainy.
Yeah. Well, folks, that's our reaction. I think we had a really good time. I mean,
We
5
have so
minutes
many
of
things
it.
we want to talk about,
Yeah, we th this conversation could go on for hours.
like Hulk versus Sentry.
Ooh. 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 This Marvel, you did a good job because for the first time in a long time, Brohood Productions wants to keep talking about the film because it's provoking a lot of thought and a lot of, oh my goodness.
Good job, Kevin.
I'm liking this even more.
Good job, Marvel. Good job, everybody. Good job, Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, we are your fan.
Big fan.
Now, I don't like how you support the Soviet Union and communists, but you're cool.
The Winter Soldier.
You and I, we are
We
saying,
are
what
saying
kind of super serum did you get? You
regular.
have we used to do this. Man, no, the film, dude. This is so cool.
We love you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel.
Hydra, what is, yeah, he's like, oh, cool, oh, fancy, what did he say?
Yeah, regular. Hydra. Ooh, Hydra. Fancy. But we love you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please continue the conversation with us. Like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. We will talk more soon.
Bro it out.